good afternoon, sports and volleyball superfans. This is Quick Set presented by Kick and powered by Smart 5G. Download the app now. After thrilling stops in Davao and Cebu, our tournament is here in Luzon for its grand finale. It is day 3 here in Batangas, the last day of this leg, and the entire 2025 Shakey Super League National Invitationals. So we are coming to you live from the Millennium Gym, the University of Batangas. My name is Diana Igwal alongside Cristobal and Rhea Raagas for our last 2 games for this season. Now, speaking of games, we start the action at 4 o'clock p.m. with Colegio de San Juan de Letran taking on the University of Batangas. Then coming right up at 6 o'clock p.m., it is the Far Eastern University battling it out with the College of St. Benilde. But of course, before we dive now into our action, let us first take a quick recap of what happened yesterday before the game. So yesterday, the SSL National Invitationals brought the community closer to the game with a volleyball clinic for local aspiring athletes. Now spearheaded by the FEU coaching staff and UB head coach Cesar Logroño Jr. with Lady Brahmans Jeremiah Barica and Vincent J. Nadera also leading the way. The clinic gathered elementary and high school students from the participating schools like the Sovereign Shepherd School of Values and Learning, St. Bridget's College, Good Shepherd School, University of Batangas Grade School. Now, of course, for everyone who's tuned in, we want to remind you that this is the last day of the SSL National Invitationals, so do not miss the chance to watch all of our last 2 games live here in the University of Batangas. But of course, for those who are not here, you can still catch the Shakey Super League National Invitationals live on pusop.com. Your game, your community, join now. Also live on Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. You can also watch us on the Shakey's Super League Facebook page and on TV at Solar Sports, Channel 70 on Sky Cable, Channel 59 on Cable Link Metro Manila, and live on Digital Free TV in Mega Manila DDT at Channel 21. So whether you're watching live or you are watching online, please do not miss out the chance to watch our last 2 games as we continue the 2025 Shakey Super League National Invitationals, as this quick set is presented by Kick and powered by Smart 5G.
Our home and the past 3 days para po sa ating Shakey Super League National Invitationals dito yan sa University of Batangas. At syempre para po dito sa side ng University of Batangas at para dito sa side ng Letran, they are eager to bounce back from that heartbreaking 5-setter loss kahapon, pero ang makakalaban nila itong University of Batangas na for sure hindi magpapatalo at magpapakitang gilas dito sa kanilang home court. For our match at hand, it's gonna be Colegio de San Juan de Letran Lady Knights contra University of Batangas Lady Brahmans. Good afternoon, everyone who's catching us live on our various live stream channels. Welcome to the Shakey Super League National Invitationals Batangas City Leg. Daphne Cristobal here with Rhea Raagas, and later on the sideline, makakasama po natin itong si Diana Igwal. As what I've mentioned, Rhea, interesting matchup para sa ating final day, dito din sa ating final leg dito sa Luzon, no? Itong Batangas, for sure, ipapakita nila ang totoong talento ng Batanggenyos in terms of playing volleyball.
That's right, Daphne. And on the side of the Lady Knights, Letran is actually on an ascent right now after that thrilling 5-setter match against the Lady Blazers. So you can really expect that momentum going on under their team. But of course, like you mentioned, UB is also trying to get their first win.
Pero ngayon, Rhea, punta muna tayo sa ating updated team standings as of the moment. Para sa dalawang koponan, UB and itong Letran, they are striving to get their first victory here in our tournament.
That's right. And of course, for our top 2 seeds, which we will witness later on, we have the FEU up at seed number 1, and of course the CSB Lady Blazers up at number 2. Although both teams remain the same wins and 0 losses, still only one will be named as champions of this leg.
Pero ngayon ang pag-usapan natin, itong side ng Letran who really, literally, had a heartbreaking loss kahapon kontra dito sa CSB Lady Blazers.
But of course, Daphne, despite the heartbreak of the Lady Knights in their game against the CSB, they still managed, to keep up a fight against their familiar foe in the NCAA. Though Letran tallied a lesser spike attack points compared to CSB, but they also tallied less points in overall departments, that is in the aces and blocks, while also giving away more errors to the CSB, which the Lady Blazers capitalized on that game.
Sabi nga natin, just when we thought na 4-setter game lang yon, coming from behind naman, etong side ng Letran to extend that into a 5th set. Pero para sa ating player in focus, that's gonna be Judil Nitura. This is presented by PusoP.com. Join now for free.
Well, a total of 4 players scored in double figures in Letran's 5-set defeat at the hands of CSB. But again, it was Judil Nitura who led all the players in scoring. She finished 25 points, all of which came on attack. So really, siya yung inaasahan ng Letran on that game. And of course, going up against the Lady Brahmans, who is also trying to get their first win. Inaasahan din itong performance ni Judil Nitura. But of course, for us as well, we're really expecting this girl to step up big time in this much-needed win match.
Alam mo, para naging alarm clock itong si Judil Nitura para sa side ng Letran Lady Knights in yesterday's game. But on the other side of the court, let's talk about itong side ng University of Batangas. Although they lost kahapon kontra FU Lady Tamaraws, we saw how they really enjoyed, especially itong ating 3rd set.
Well, UB was outplayed by the Lady Tamaraws in several key statistics, as they registered fewer attacks, 19 to 34, block points fewer as well with 1 to 9, and of course, service aces through which, 5 lang yung natali nila and had more errors as well compared to the UAAP semi-finalists.
Pero alam mo, merong isang player na literal kilalang-kilala natin dito sa ating tournament, and never a second that her heart really stops beating para dito sa side ng University of Batangas, the heart of UB, Kylie Makatangay.
And despite the pair of defeats to start their campaign here in the Batangas Leg, Daphne, there have been bright spots nga for the UB, and that girl right there is one of them. And of course, other than her, meron din tayong si Riza Drise, and who are also leading the way for the Lady Brahmans. But of course, we're expecting a game here for this young girl who tallied 10 points, built on 9 attacks and 1 ace in that previous match, or in last night's match against the Lady Tamaraws.
Sabi nga natin, not a new team para dito sa ating tournament, but new players coming your way on the side of University of Batangas Lady Brahmans. Later on, makakalaban po nila itong Letran Lady Knights.
Serve our minds and hearts towards every competition. With passion and drive, we are able to touch every obstacle thrown at us.
Hit or miss is part of the play, but we never miss any opportunity.
The opportunity to move forward.
Our sportsmanship naturally runs through our veins.
We value and respect each other, no matter what field we are on. Jai! Jai!
Because at the end of the day, we play to reach a common goal.
The goal to be the best that we can be. Here at the University of Batangas,
We believe in teamwork, passion,
Discipline.
respect,
we train hard
to hit the mark.
and reach our aims. You become what you believe and every goal they will achieve. Welcome to the team, Raman!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Millennium Gymnasium of the University of Batangas Senior High School Campus. This is the Shakey Super League National Invitationals Luzon Leg, Batangas City. This is match number 5 between Colegio de San Juan de Letran and the University of Batangas. Now let us meet the players from both teams, starting with the University of Batangas. Team Captain, number 7, Kylie Makatangay. First libero, number 18, Miracle Hernandez. Number 1, Scarlett Escalante. Number 2, Stephanie Almaria. Number 3, Andrea Gabrinaw. Number 5, Denise Catherine Salto. Number 8, Riza Dries. Number 9, Eliza Malabana. Number 10, Ariana Andal. Number 11, Irish Pende Agua. Number 12, Jennifer Sintayen. Number 15, Giselle Benitez. Number 16, Margo Luis Giray. Second libero, number 13, Rosalie Villanueva. Next up, the Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Team Captain and First Libero. Number 19, Lara Silva. Number 1, Marijutil Nitura. Number 6, Leonilin Padilla. Number 7, Lizelle Martin. Number 8, Princess Zain Tumayaw. Number 9, Jorelyn Panangin. Number 10, Natalie Marie Estrelier. Number 11, Syra George Silorio. Number 12, Berenice Culendra. Number 15, Sheena Vanessa Sari. Number 16, Lashley J. Disa. Number 22, Nina Beatriz Paluto. And second libero, number 3, Andrea Ann Samudio. Presenting our referees for match number 5. First referee, Mr. Wilfredo Caringal. Second referee, Mr. Sherwin Garais. Now let us meet the first 6, starting with Colegio de San Juan de Letran. Number 6, middle blocker Leonilin Padilla. Number 7, outside hitter Giselle Martin. Number 9, outside hitter Jorelyn Panangin. Number 10, setter Natalie Marie Estrelier. Number 12, opposite hitter Berenice Culendra. Number 22, Nina Beatriz Maluto. Number 19, libero Lara Silva. Head coach, Coach Alexi Latin Maki. From the University of Batangas, number 3, middle blocker Andrea Gabrinaw. Number 7, outside hitter Kylie Makatangay. Number 8, outside hitter Riza Dries. Number 10, opposite hitter Ariana Andal. Number 15, setter Giselle Benitez. Number 16, middle blocker Margo Luis Giray. number 18 libero Miracle Hernandez with their head coach Coach Cesar Logroño Jr.
Para sa ating starting lineup on the side of Letran, of course, it's gonna be Nat Estrelier delivering the goods or manning the offense on their end. At syempre, backing her up is the floor defense of Silva. Pero para sa side ng University of Batangas, same girls, same women who also played in yesterday's game. Nice to see itong si Miracle Hernandez as well. Siya naman, mukhang pasiklaban to ng floor defense nila Miracle as well as Lara. At Estrelier, the veteran playmaker of Coach Alexi for Letran Lady Knights. As we will also be, seeing a different kind of first six on the side of Letran. Panangin will be a starter today's game. Martin, meanwhile, the reliable and relentless spiker of Coach Alexi. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mochos now. Set number 1 underway. Daphne Cristobal here with Rhea Raagas. And speaking of the early contribution here of Panangin.
That's right. What's exciting and what's also surprising in the lineup of Coach Alexi in this set is we are not seeing the presence of Gia Makilang here. So Coach Alexi is chipping in Martin in this match, so that's very surprising. But also, magaling din yung pinakita ni Martin in their previous game. So you have to give it to her as andun yung momentum sa kanya.
Pero ito, gandang corner pocket attack that will happen here for the Lady Brahmans.
That's a good side out system there for the Lady Brahmans. Napansin natin, Daphne, yung trend kasi ng Lady Brahmans. As early as 1 point in every set, kinakailangan nilang makakuha agad ng rhythm kasi pag naiwanan na sila sa scoring, dun sila medyo nahihirapan. But after that service ace, that's actually a good sign for the Lady Brahmans here in set number 1.
Yep, as Andrea Gabriel will be delivering a service ace. First one here in set number 1. This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Great serve.
Gandang habol din ang binigay dito. Pero, napasobra ang pagtawid ng bola.
It's a free ball for the Lady Brahmans.
Andrea Gabriel now delivering 2 service aces back-to-back. That would mean also a 2-point lead para sa University of Batangas. Nat reverses. Choosing Panangin, great dig. Drise with that hit, that drop read well. Martin with that first ball. Panangin hammering it through. No one was there for that second ball though.
It's a great down the line kill by Panangin, although on the side of the Lady Brahmans, Daphne, it's also a good sign to see them working on their floor defense here. Nakakapag-counter attack sila, so that's really an advantage to their end.
Hindi ako nagkakamali, no? Different kind of playmaker ngayon. Coming off the bench kahapon, itong si Benitez. But right now, she's doing a spectacular job in distributing the ball so far.
And talk about the attackers of Lady Brahmans. Ito yung hindi natin nakita in their previous games, yung mga combination plays nila. So, again, a great way to activate those plays as early as set number 1.
Imagine just really fooling the defenders of Letran. 2-point lead pa rin po para sa University of Batangas. Benitez.
Great set.
Goes to Makatangay. Dug up. Makatangay again. No go. Great use of the hands of the blockers. That's gonna be a point for Colendra.
No, I like how Silva still pinili niya pa rin si Colendra on that out-of-system play. You know what, Daphne? Mas komportable na sanang ibigay niya yun sa open. Nakaharap na siya doon. But still, siguro gusto niyang mahiwalay yung blockers ng UB, kaya niya binigay doon kay Colenda, which is actually a good decision.
Kaya kung tutuusin, lapit niya na sa open.
That's true,
Mas
yes.
easier na setup yun para sa kanya. Colendra, again, but that wouldn't work. This is just a 1-point game here in set 1. And Makatangay taking things easily for University of Batangas.
Now, the usual attack of Kylie Makatangay, just really making use of the hands of the blockers. Andun na rin kasi yung mindset niya, Daphne, no, na kapag papalo siya, yung choice niya talaga is gagamitin yung blockers, of course, given the fact that she's not that tall as an attacker.
Well, yun nga isa sa mga ina-acknowledge ni Coach Alexi Coach Jay for University of Batangas. They know there is a wide gap in terms of the height difference.
Yep.
So, as smaller attackers, smaller players, ang gusto niya tinitake advantage talaga ng mga attackers niya. Yung hands down ng blockers. So, yun daw yung pinagawa niya rin, especially nung set number 3 kahapon kontra FEU.
Well, that's true. And other than, being smart in your offense, it's also important that you play a little, faster the same way in that last sequence, courtesy of Kylie Makatangay. Perhaps a slower and a shorter and a faster set would be more efficient to a much shorter players as well.
She has been targeting that spot kontra itong side ng Letran. Gandang drop ball naman. Great connection here as Maluto.
Also, that was a great set by Estrelier, still forcing Maluto to be a part of the scoring board here in set number 1.
Down to a 1-point game marked in. Still a starter to today's game. Julian Itura will be coming off the bench, but those errors though.
It's a costly error for the Letran Lady Knights.
Still, the side ng Lady Knights having a hard time to really even tie things up here in set 1. Biggest lead so far is a 2 para side ng University of Batangas. Makatangay with 2 points so far, even handing a massive service on their end. Benitez goes to the middle.
That set was too high, but fortunately for Gabrinao, nakuha niya pa rin kunin yung bola. That hang time of that girl.
Andrea to Giselle will work for second out timeout, 8-5.
With Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play,
Game!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
You're still watching the 2025 Shakey Super League National Invitationals Batangas City Leg. Now, when I got to talk with UB's team captain Kylie Makatangay, she shared why they were all smiles all throughout yesterday's game against the Lady Tamaraws. Hindi man nga nila nakuha ang panalo, they still felt like winners with the fulfillment they got in every point they made. Going up against a tough and significantly taller team, being able to score even at times leading the scoring, especially in that third set, was something they count as progress for the team. And for the Lady Brahmas yesterday, it wasn't about who scored, but the fact that someone always somehow delivered for the team. Daphne and Rhea?
Maraming salamat, Diana. Indeed, not just a single player actually for University of Batangas stood their ground in yesterday's game kontra FU Lady Tamaraws. Kahit na mga second stringers yon, the progress is there for the Lady Brahmans. New set of players nga for Coach Jay. They started during the summer recruiting and even holding some tryouts with this, sort of back to zero system that they have to incorporate with this new set of players.
And I remember that one time out called by Coach Jay from yesterday's match, Daphne. No? In fact, he reminded the girls, na, especially his second stringers, na this is your chance. Pagkakataon mo na to. And this is a good exposure. Especially they went up against FEU. So, andun yung, I would say, andun yung pressure. But pressure comes with, ano din talaga, privilege. So, kung andun ka sa loob, might as well take it to your advantage. Parang ganun yung tempo ni Coach Jay sa kanyang line-up.
Parang, alam mo yun, guys, second stringers na FEU, no? Not really to underestimate their opponents, but more, I think it's really giving them that extra boost na pakita nyo rin kung ano yung kaya nyo kontra sa mga UAAP teams or even NCAA teams. And right now, they're proving a lot with this 3-point lead courtesy of Riza Drise.
Again, Riza Drise also, you know, helping si Kylie Makatangay in the offense for University of Batangas. So a good activation for her. Kasi nga in their opening match, it was only Kylie Makatangay ang laging nakakapuntos for the UB. But this time, may kasama na siya. And yun nga yung lagi nating pinag-uusapan na kailangan niya ng isa pang kasama. Talking about Kylie Makatangay.
Pero ito, Letran, nahihirapan yan sa first ball, Kaya lahat ng execution nanggagaling dito sa side ng University of Batangas as Benitez goes to Drise. This time, no coverage.
Set of Benitez was too low for Riza Drise. Immediately apologizing to Coach Jay after that unsuccessful attack. But I like that you mentioned, Daphne, na itong Lady Knights, they're struggling with their first ball. And that's because UB is actually taking advantage of their serve at this point. Parang kinukuha nila kung kaya sa service pa lang.
Yun na nga Especially kanina itong si Andrea Gabinao delivering back-to-back service aces early sa ating set number 1. Kaya naging malaking tulong yon. And this time, better reception, that would mean activation from the middle.
Yep, that's true. To activate your middle blockers, you really have to get that perfect pass para sa setter mo. Kasi if wala kang pasa, mawawala sa option ng middle attackers mo.
We know how crafty Nat Estrelier is in terms of distributing the ball. Kaya kung first ball yan, nandoon, hindi yan magiging problema sa kanila. Pero ito, ang laki ng problema ng Letran because hot hands for the spikers of the Lady Brahmans.
Not only that, Daphne, the Lady Brahmans so far is scoring in every department here. Not only in service area, not only in the attacks, but in net defense as well, containing the offense of the Letran Lady Knights.
Yan, Andal with that solid block right on the line. At ito naman, Colendra, just a perfect power to challenge the blockers of UB.
Smart move there coming from Colendra, just targeting the hands of the blockers.
1-point game.
Oh, great set.
Combination play, no go. Nat activating Padilla again, pero andoon si Kylie. Riza with that cross court. Better first ball this time. What a reverse setup, pero ganda ng depensa ni Kylie sa likod. Lara goes to Colendra with that off-speed, wise move.
Yep, smart play there coming from Colendra, although both teams showing good defense here, especially on that floor defense. But pag kasi parehas kayong teams, Daphne, you're doing good at floor defense, makakalamang lang kung sino yung mag-outsmart at kung saan mo ilalagay ang bola para makakuha ka ng point.
Pero ito, first deadlock sa ating unang set. Gandang abang para kay Colendra. Nato Padilla. Benitez goes to Drise.
Smart decision there from Riza Drise to let that block go.
Just when we were appreciating itong si Benitez with her playmaking moves, kasi all of a sudden, 1-point game, babalik itong main playmaker, which was part of the starting 6 yesterday. That is Saldo, who was also able to create a 1-2 play. That point, she was able to garner kontra FU Lady Tamps. Over receive. That push coming from Silva. Battle at the net. Padilla magwawagi doon.
Padilla aggressive on that net defense. Inunahan niya talaga itong Lady Brahmans on that joust. And of course, as middle blockers, no, yun din talaga isa sa mga roles nyo. Na if there's an opportunity to go for a joust, just go for it. Kasi ang tendency, makukuha mo yung point.
Ganda pag-take advantage nun para dito kay Padilla. Meanwhile, some points will be able to get here on the side of UB this time, coming from the opposite side.
Benitez and Saldo so far for the Lady Brahmans doing a good job orchestrating the offense of UB here. So far, lahat ng attackers, Daphne, no, sa Lady Brahmans have already contributed points.
Yeah, I like that you pointed that one out. Imagine getting some help with Andal, with Makatangay, as well as Drise. So, you're also giving your setters an easier job.
Yep. But of course, it's hard to tell, no, kung nakanino yung momentum here in set number 1 kasi nga the Lady Brahmans, sila ngayong nakakapuntos una, pero etong Letran Lady Knights naman, agad silang bumabawi. So they're playing a side-out system here. Hindi sila nagpapakawala sa score. Kumbaga, hindi sila nagpapaiwan. Kung nakakapuntos ang Lady Brahmans, agad nababawi itong Letran. So let's see if that service ace will change the rhythm here in set number 1.
Pero itong side ng UB Brahmans, biggest lead nila dito sa ating set 1 is at 3. Letran, biggest lead is by just a single point.
Great set.
Hammering that one through. Kylie Makatangay, the heart of the Lady Brahmans.
No, the connection of Denise, Saldo, and Makatangay really is just exceptional.
And that play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. Our way, our rules. Download the app now. Ganda ng our way, our rules. Kaya parang may sariling paraan na pinapakita itong si Kylie Makatangay. 1-2 play na bantayan. Itong si Lara Silva. Saldo. Goes to Kylie again.
Again, Kylie Makatangay. No targeting that corner pocket down the line. Just when the floor defenders of the Lady Knights thought na she's going again for that familiar cross court. What a time for Kylie Makatangay to switch things up in her offense.
Yep. Dahil dyan, babalik sa kalamangan dito ang University of Batangas.
Oh, great chase.
Great chase. And this would mean a gift for the Lady Knights. Look at that intention para dito kay Nina Maluto. She knew that one of the players here for University of Batangas recently just chased the leather.
Yes.
Kaya dun niya tinarget yun.
That's true. And I like how Estrelier, after that chance ball given up by the Lady Brahmans, agad niyang binigay sa back quick kasi knowing na scrambling pa yung defense ng UB. So the only way to do that is pabilisan mo ng atake para hindi pa makaposisyon ang UB.
Kaya parang hinihingal pa eh.
Yes.
University of Batangas eh.
Hindi ba nakabalik, no?
Gandang save para dito sa side ng UB. That extra push wouldn't work.
Oh, too short. It's a lucky shot there for the Lady Brahmans. Not the best of sets for Gabrinao.
Nagawan pa ng paraan itong si Gabrinao, but the University of Batangas, you know, doing their all para sa ating set number 1, swifting and switching her hands. Sila po ang lamang by a single point.
Only projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier? Yummier!
Hindi aabot ang data.
Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
1 point lead po para sa University of Batangas Lady Brahman, 16-15 as Kylie Makatangay is on deck to serve on their end. have been maximizing all of their attackers for UB. Meanwhile, Letran, but stunned, a bit more slow in
Yep,
today's game.
Yes. And as expected, Daphne, we're really anticipating this kind of match between these two teams, an exchange of rallies, exchange of offense. Kasi nga, both teams come off from winless going up against the powerhouse in CSB and FEU. So for the Lady Brahmans, andun yung drive na makakuha sila ng point. Whereas for the Lady Knights, grabe din yung momentum nila after that 5-setter game against their familiar foe in CSB.
Pero pwede rin, no, na medyo napagod talaga yung Letran.
Yes.
Imagine in less than 24 hours, may pasiklaban ulit, galing ka sa 5-setter na game, kakalaban mo, UB is also eager to make sure that they will end their run rather in the league with on a high note.
Yes.
Pero to nasayang yung salba dito ng mga players ng University of Batangas after that attack error. We're deadlocked at 16. Great swipe.
And I like how Saldo just really committed her set to Gabrinao on that pass. Medyo alanganin na din yung first ball for Saldo, but still, after seeing Gabrinao with that attempt or approach, talagang binigay niya pa rin.
You know, some of our volleyball fans are commenting here on Facebook at sinasabi nga kung saan makakabili ng tickets. Pwede po kayo dito mismo mag-drop by sa University of Batangas. Enjoy our final day, our final leg for our SSL National Invitationals. Suportahan po natin ang ating games. For sure, first game pa lang, this is gonna be a long one with this 2-point lead for University of Batangas. Later on po, NCAA kontra UAAP showdown. FEU Lady Tamaraws po, kakalaban nila itong CSB Lady Blazers. One-point lead para sa University of Batangas after that unfortunate service error. Not Estrelier. The lefty.
Great serve.
Gandang bawi
Yes.
para kay Nat Estrelier after that error dun sa 1-2 play niya kanina.
And you know what, hindi kasi umaatake ang setter, so the only way na makakabawi sila, Daphne, is really through their serve, and that's a great service ace committed by Estrelier.
No, sometimes, despite those mistakes na nakocommit nyo maganda yung mentality na okay, bawi lang, and yun nga, sabi nila, no, kapag lalaro ka kasi ng volleyball, mas easier yung pagbawi mo.
Yes. And this time, the Letran Lady Knights on a roll after that 2-point deficit against the Lady Brahmans. Actually, this is a good call for time by Coach Jay, no? Given na sayang yung 2 points na nilet go nila after that unfortunate service error committed by Saldo. So let's see if that timeout would make a huge difference in this upcoming rally.
But you know, just observing itong side of Letran, aside from that struggle in terms of their first ball, what has changed with this kind of slower paced game na pinapakita nila?
Well, I like that you mentioned na slower, Daphne, because that's what really changed here for the Letran Lady Knights. What they showed in their game last night against the Lady Blazers was a different kind of a tempo, different kind of pace. Medyo mabilis nga sila dun Well, given the fact din na mas matangkad yung kalaban nila, so kailangan nilang bilisan. But if they could go for a little faster tempo here, I think makakalamang sila sa UB. But unfortunately, ayun na nga yung kulang sa kanila. Medyo mabagal yung galaw nila.
Let's see how Coach Alexi will lead the Letran Lady Knights in terms of addressing those concerns on their end. We're deadlocked at 19. Martin, not the best first ball. Dug up by the Lady Brahmans. Drise.
Wow, that Drise elevation on that attack. Although not the best of sets again for Drise coming off an out of system, but still yung elevation niya.
Drise, ang unang laro nila, yun yung may hot hands, no? Aside from Kylie Makatangay.
Oh, great
Combination
combination
play,
Yep.
much needed one here as Joraline Panangin with that hammer kill.
What a time for Estelier to go for that combination play.
That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart Our Way, Our Rules. Download the app now.
No one saw that coming on the side of the Lady Brahmans.
One hand save by Andal. Another combination play. So far, that has been working out well on
Yes.
the side of Lady Knights.
And it's nice to see Estrelier taking advantage of combination plays here in the latter part of set number 1. Although 2 blockers were there already for the Lady Brahmans, still medyo nalilito pa rin yung defenders ng UB. So that's a good sign for Estelier to maximize that play.
Silva, underhand setup, choosing Colendra. Regard the net para dito sa side ng Lady Brahmans. Martin. Drise with that high swipe pero nakabantay. Itong si Silva, babalik kay Colendra. Just really using the hands of the blockers for that block out.
That same Colendra attack, just maximizing the loose block of the Lady Brahmans. And the reason why Lady Brahmans laging loose yung block nila because actually Estrelier is doing a good job na dinidistribute na talaga yung bola niya, yung sets niya from end to end.
Lamang na po dito ng 2 puntos ang Letran Lady Knights. Biggest lead so far.
Great defense there for Lady Brahmans.
Oo, gising na gising yung floor defense dito ng Lady Brahmans. But this would be the biggest lead, Rhea, of the Lady Knights already at 3.
You mentioned na gising nga yung defense ng Lady Brahmans here in set number 1. But the other side of defense, that is in the net defense, yun nga yung medyo nawala sa kanila in this set. And that's something the Letran na kanina pa nga nila nakita as weakness so far for the Lady Brahmans.
Again, midway po. Biglang in-insert itong isa sa mga naging starters natin kahapon sa playmaking. Itong si Denise Saldo replacing itong si Giselle Benitez. Although, unwanted error will happen on the side of the Lady Knights.
Yep, that will definitely hurt the Lady Knights.
(21 serving 23). 2-point lead for Letran, and they're
Great
just
pass.
2 points away from securing
Ooh.
set number 1. Perfect job for Colendra.
That was a smart move from Colendra. No, again, volleyball is really not about powerful attacks, but really it's about playing smart, and that's the way to do it.
And that's the reason why currently they are at set point opportunity 24-21, forcing Coach J to call for his last timeout here in set number 1. Again, the biggest lead they had earlier was at 3 points early sa ating set number 1, but all of a sudden, dito sa may end game, medyo unti-unti silang bumibitaw, and probably Letran knew what their weaknesses were during the first part.
Yes.
Kaya medyo slowly din na-address na nila.
And you know what they say, Daphne, it's really not how you start the game, but it's how you finish, how you end it. But again, itong UB, they can't afford to commit a mistake here. But Letran Lady Knights, they also can't afford na mambibigyan ng momentum itong Lady Brahmans.
We know what the Lady Brahmans could also do, especially floor defense nila. Just like that, nasa harap pa itong si Kylie Makatangay.
That's how you would want to respond to an urgent call for time by Coach J. And also for Letran, this is going to be heavy on their side now that Kylie Makatangay is up at the front row.
Nat reverses off speed, just the perfect shot.
And the perfect way to end this set, just outsmarting the floor defense of the Lady Brahmans. Like you mentioned, itong UB, they're doing a good job at the floor. So Colendra, to do that, kinakailangan niyang in-outsmart yung floor defense, and she is doing a good job at that.
Set number 1 belongs to Letran Lady Knights, 25-22.
pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Only projects, plans, play, games. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier? Yummier! Hindi aabot ang tita. Nice!
Don't worry. Think only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
You're still tuned in to the Shakey Super League National Invitationals Batangas City Leg here in set number 1. University of Batangas Lady Brahmans making sure that they will really challenge itong Letran Lady Knights. They started strong in today's ball game, made sure that they will also be able to dictate the lead. Pero end part lang, medyo nahirapan na sila.
And of course, in that set number 1, we saw the presence of Benitez on the side of University of Batangas orchestrating the offense of UB. Unfortunately, hindi nga lang niya nakuha ang gusto nilang tempo to defeat Lady Knights on that set. But again, on the side of Letran, it was the presence of Colendra, Padilla Martin, and of course the overall rhythm of Letran that paved the way to get that set.
Kaya naman, 25-22 nga in favor po of the Letran Lady Knights. Really tested agad sa ating set number 1. Of course, we'd like to say hi to Sir Peps Quizon, the University of Batangas Sports Director. At syempre po kay Miss Lily Marlene Hernandez-Bon, University President para po dito sa University of Batangas. Magandang hapon po sa inyo, Miss Lily and Sir Peps. Thank you so much for supporting your very own University of Batangas Lady Brahmans, competing in one of the best preseason tournaments. Really a great warm-up sa kanila in the wide ranges of opportunities that they also have for their sports athletics program. Really a lot of tournaments na sinasalihan nila. Joining UCAL, NCAA South, a lot of exposure para sa mga Batanggenyos. Right on cue, setting up the standard early here in set number 2. Itong University of Batangas. Not with that underhand setup. Although, too much muscle though with that cross-court kill.
Out of position, si Colendra on that attack, immediately apologizing to Coach Alexi. Although, napapansin natin, Daphne, no, siya yung laging binibigyan Estelier, and that's also a good sign, I would say.
Pero hindi nga pinaglalaro itong sila Gia Makilang, Judel Nitura so far. And what do you think is the strategy for Coach Alexi? Do you think na parang ini-involve niya talaga yung mga second to third stringers niya? Or more of really him also adjusting to this new system?
I think like other coaches, parang ganun rin yung sistema ni Coach Alexi, no? Na if may opportunity na pwede niyang ipasok ang kanyang second stringers, pwede na ipapasok niya talaga kasi dun makukuha ang second stringers niya ng exposure, ng experience. And like just the same way we covered the FEU Lady Tamaraws yesterday in their last game, we saw how Karil Miranda, siya talaga yung nag-o-orchestrate. She started most of the matches for FEU. And we talked to her para nga daw sa exposure. And perhaps for Coach Alexi, it's the same way for Colendra and for others who started this match.
Gandang experiment din for Coach Alexi dahil bago rin siya sa sistema na to. So, for sure, kinikilala na rin, in a way, yung mga players niya.
And yes, and nabanggit nga niya, although being only a month here in the Philippines and even only a month sa system ng Letran, he also recognizes na may sistema na na ang Letran. So the only way that he can contribute is to polish, not completely to change it.
But how do you polish that middle hit coming from Padilla? Clean one. And that play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. Our way, our rules. Download the app now.
It's actually a good angle for Padilla. Iniwasan talaga yung blocker.
Also, we're live at pusop.com. Make sure to check out our website.
Finally, Martin making her presence felt in this match.
And yep, it seems like actually she is, sort of the missing link on the side of Letran Lady Knights yesterday against CSB Lady Blazers. She got the hot hands, particularly in set number 2. At kahit wala siya sa harap, sa pag-atake, parang grab yung reassurance niya sa teammates ng, okay, I got you back here. Parang andun yung depensa kasi sa likod eh. Biggest lead here in set 2. And even on this match, is set 3 for University of Batangas. Pero ngayon, lamang po sila ng 2 puntos. Ooh. No one was there with that attack coming from Colendra. What a setup though from Nat Estrelier.
Though medyo alanganin na si Estrelier on that set, but the discipline to go for that Colendra attack really leaving Colendra with a single block. So nabanggit ko nga to kay Jong in our previous coverage, Daphne, no? If you're a setter, you only have 2 options talaga to go for that comfortable set kung saan pabor yung bola, or to go for that alanganin na set pero may iiwan yung attacker mo ng single block. So in that last sequence we saw earlier, alanganin na yung first ball, pero binigay pa rin ni Estrelier on that reverse.
Laking tulong nun para walang maging solid na blocker, kumbaga itong side ng UB Lady Brahmans.
Well, kung doon ka kasi sa comfortabling set, kung pabor na set, ang ending doon, 2 blockers ang mabibigay sa attacker mo.
Tendency, bantay sarado.
Yes.
Just like that, Letran Lady Knights on top here by a single point, 6-5. Great serve. First ball was present on their end. Martin read well by the net defense. Second time. No goal, but ito whistle was blown by our first referee. There was an unfortunate net touch on the side of the Lady Brahmans.
That was a good angle for the libero of UB, that's Villanueva, on that attack. Unfortunately, there's a net violation lang for the Lady Brahmans on that net defense.
Great serve galing dito kay Colendra. No entry with that blockings of the Lady Knights.
Great anticipation there for Estrelier on that single block.
Down by 3, now up by 3 points po. Itong Letran Lady Knights, 8-5.
Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
From era to era to era, the fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
Only projects, plans, play, game. With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Batangas Leg. Now, in one of my talks with Letran's new head coach, Alexi Latinaki, interestingly, he shared to me how he asked his players not to call him coach, but simply by his first name, Alexi. Now, as for his reason, in Finland, where he came from, it's always a first name basis, and also he just really likes his name as well. At para sa kanya nga, just like how he calls his players by their names and not a player, he wants the same for himself. medyo kakaiba nga daw ito from what the team's used to, pero whenever they forget, Alexi reminds them na kung kaya niyang mag-adjust for the team, ito rin daw yung isa sa konting bagay na hiningi niyang i-adjust nila for him. Daphne and Rhea?
Thank you so much, Diana. So, interestingly, ang tawag na rin ni Diana, no, Alexi. Dahil nga, yun yung mas gusto
Yes.
ni Alexi. Mukhang close na nga itong si Alexi at si Diana.
And of course, the culture in Finland and here in the Philippines is really different. Of course, we call our coaches here by coach and followed by their first name. Pero ayaw pala yun ni Coach Alexi.
Parang di ko ma-imagine yun, no, coach ko.
Yes.
Tawagin ko lang. Ang pangalan ng coach ko dati, Dong Dong. Tawagin ko Dong. Baka pag-suicide ako niya. Pag-planting race ako niya.
I wonder how Diana would conduct an interview with Coach Alexi or Alexi for Coach Alexi here. The fact na he doesn't want to be addressed as coach.
So, parang pag-interview mo siya, akala mo player lang din ako. Alexi, what can you say about your team performing well in today's small game?
And also, I remember that in one of Diana's report dati, Coach Alexi mentioned na pag sa game, laro daw talaga, serious mode.
Kumbaga parang, I could be your friend outside after,
yes.
but not during game.
Yes.
Right now, the Lady Knights up here by 6 points. Not activating Padilla from the middle. Correction, that was Maluto.
No one was there for the Lady Brahmans on that Maluto attack.
7-point lead on the side of the Lady Knights. As we say, thank you to Miss Daphne handling us here. Making sure na hydrated tayo para sa larong ito.
Yes.
Pero finally, a conversion here courtesy of that Andal attack para sa UB.
Andal making her presence felt in this second set. A good target for her to go for that corner pocket.
Targeting our lineman.
Yes.
In the last sequence, they're just down here by 6 points as Benitez will be injected back in. Again, Benitez led the way. That's why they were able, I guess, to contain that 3-point lead in the first part of set number 1. Pero ito parang nag-iinit na rin kasi itong Letran Lady Knights with that attack coming from Martin.
And they started off slow in set number 1, Daphne, but in the latter part of set number 2, nakuha nila yung momentum nila, nakuha nila yung rhythm nila, yung gusto nilang speed and tempo. And that's actually a great way to end every set because it matters kung paano ka nag-end sa previous set kasi nakukuha mo yung momentum. And makukuha mo yun in the starting set.
The serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Back-to-back points here, courtesy of Martin, this time coming from the service area. But save galing dito kay Colendra. Silva sending the ball over. Benitez activates the middle. Sweet swipe. Maluto again.
It's a crafty move for Estrelier to still go for Maluto after that hectic first ball, Medyo malayo na sa net but still ayaw ni Estrelier na mawala si Maluto as an option for attacking.
Pero observing itong side ng Letran, I guess na-address na nila yung better first ball nila.
Yes.
Kaya mas nakakapag-distribute ng maayos itong si Nat Estrelier.
There's a good adjustment made on the passing for Letran. But speaking of adjustment, that was a smart off-speed attack by Drise.
Seven serving 15 after that attack coming from Riza Trise, although that will be sent straight to the net this time. And that will bring us dito sa ating second technical timeout. Still in advantage itong side ng Letran Lady Knights.
Only projects, plans, play,
Game!
with Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable for only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier? Yummier!
Hindi aabot ang data.
Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Never declining but always answering the call. Etong si Nizel Martin for Letran Lady Knights. Always a starter so far para kay Alexi on the side of the Lady Knights. At syempre, hindi lang naman yan si Nizel Martin. Scored 17 points kahapon kontra CSB Lady Blazers. Ito rin si Vanessa Sari with her 17-point showing, all coming from 17 attacks.
Yep. That was actually a good sign for the Letran Lady Knights na na-activate itong si Martin and Sari and scored a double digit in that game against CSB.
8-point lead for the Lady Knights. Benitez adjusting to that second ball. Setup was way too low.
Yep. Again, yung tendency ni Estralier na ibigay pa rin sa middle yung medyo malayo na first ball sa net. But unfortunately, on that last play, a little short set for her.
Alam mo, just a fun fact dito sa University of Batangas. They're led by Coach J. At alam naman natin, at actually, kilalang-kilala na to sa Batangas, si Coach J. Logorno. Pero originally, he is from Quezon. Taga doon talaga siya. He was former teammates with Coach Kung Fu in Quezon. So, open spiker nun, senior itong si Coach J. Tapos, utility nila, si Coach Kung Fu kasi lefty.
Yes.
Kaya naman may mga players na rin siya na napadala sa UST. Dahil nga, magkakilala na sila.
That's a great setup job by Estralier. Targeting, again, that corner pocket.
Serving 9. Not Estralier. We also heard her beautiful voice last night.
Yes.
Very talented. Itong si Nat Estralier. Not just with, manning the offense on their end, but also has a talented voice. Although right now, she'll be subbed out for quite some time. Tumayaw will be entrusted to be the playmaker for Alexi. Muntikin ko na masabi yung coach.
Well, we actually have a lot of players, Daphne, na na-witness natin last night na ang gagaling kumanta. Other than playing volleyball, may mga hidden talents din pala.
Kahit si Kulendra, actually,
Yes.
diba? Yung kahapon, yeah.
And even Coach J of the University of Batangas, who actually sings pretty well and good.
Nakalimutan ko na yung kinanta ni Coach J. Sayang. Pero ito si Kylie Makatangay. Again, that's Coach J.
Yes.
And that play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart Our Way, Our Rules. Download the app now. Kylie Makatangay.
Hammering down that cross-court kill.
Kalimutan ko sayang kinanta ni Coach J kahapon.
Tanong natin mamaya.
Combination
combination.
play,
Yep.
but that will sail out.
No good intention for Nat Makatangay to maximize Colendra on that combination play. But the double block of University of Batangas was there. So walang choice si Colendra but to go for that deep cross.
5-point lead all of a sudden from that 9-point advantage of the Lady Knights. Ooh, back-to-back errors here for the Lady Knights. That will sail out.
It's a costly error committed there by Panangin. So far, the University of Batangas on a roll here in set number 2.
Kung din nagkakamali, si Joraline Panangin ata yung kahapon na kumakanta din. Hindi si Colendra. Mukhang sabi pinag-uusapan nyo ako, nahiya tuloy ako. Medyo sumobra na yung mga palo niya.
Other than the players, Daphne, I think I also heard you sing last night.
Ako? Ikaw ata yun, Rhea. But on a roll, itong University of Batangas, all courtesy to Kylie Mahatangay.
3 consecutive points now for University of Batangas. And Saldo really maximizing Kylie Makatangay here. And you can really, feel it in their smiles.
Alam mo, pag nakikita ko yung mga clips na yan sa mga players, ang naalala ko si Abby Mara. Diba?
Yes.
Parang laging si Abby kasi yung mahilig sa mga clips talaga.
Yung mga clips din kasi, Daphne, it's a way na matanggal yung buhok sa face mo. And it can get really distracting, disturbing sometimes if there's face, or rather if there's hair on your face.
From that 3-point lead, ayan, unti-unti nagigising itong side ng Letran this time. Just a perfect swipe.
Yes. Finally, Letran stops the bleeding.
Short service this time. Tina-target nila ito si Kylie Makatangay para siguro pagurin din yung main gunner ng Lady Brahmans. Coverage was there on the side of Letran. Martin nailing that one through. Picked up
block
by Tumayao. Ooh.
It's a great attack coming from Colendra on that opposite. So far, the University of Batangas, they're doing a good job in deflecting the ball sa mga opensa ng Letran Lady Knights. But on that last sequence, Colendra just powering through the double block.
Although, there was a bit of a miscommunication on the side of the Lady Brahmans. Medyo nag-alanganan sila kung sino ang kukuha ng second ball. And that's why the Lady Knights slowly try to take advantage of those errors being committed here by the Lady Brahmans. Pero from that 9-point lead, nakadikit by just 3 itong UB.
And this time out is not only to stop the momentum of the Lady Knights, but also an urgent call, wake-up call from Coach Jay to remind the girls siguro they started off strong here in this match in set number 1. In fact, sila ngayong nagdadala sa momentum ng game. So if that's something na ma-regain sana nila and take it to their advantage. So let's see.
Natin paano sasagot itong UB Lady Brahmans. Again, Coach Jay calling the shots here for the Brahmans, Lady Brahmans. And may mga na-handle nga siyang high school teams. Talking about last season, katulad na lang sila De La Peña, sila ako, was now part of the NU Lady Bulldogs. Imagine mo yung sistema na meron or na-implement para sa kanila. At dahil din doon, nagkakaroon ng chance yung mga Batanggenyas, Batanggenyos, to be able to share their talent in bigger tournaments, specifically in the UAAP and NCAA. Right on the line, there was service ace being delivered here by Joraline Panangin. 3 points away from snatching set number 2. Short serve this time. Ooh, perfect job for Kylie Makatangay.
Smart play there coming from Kylie Makatangay. No, we are all used to seeing that powerful attacks from Kylie Makatangay. Every time she's given a chance to set, it's either she's go for that powerful attack or make use of the hands of the blockers. So, walang nag-anticipate niyan sa drop ball niya on that last play.
Goes to show, isa talaga sa mga veterano itong si Kylie Makatangay for Coach Jay. Martin this time.
That very familiar Martin attack. No, using the hands of the blockers. So, huge problem so far for the Lady Brahmans is how they will close out their blocks to contain the attacks of the Letran Lady Knights.
Letran, better showing here in set number 2. That's the reason why they're on top here by 8 points. We're right on cue though. Sorry about that, commentator Jinx.
But I guess the Letran Lady Knights, they're up at a comfortable lead here. Although, mahihirapan nga lang sila if they continue to commit those errors kasi magkaka-rhythm ang UB. But They will only need 2 points in this set.
Maya with a 1-2 play, no go. Binigay sa gitna.
Chance ball.
Opportunity here for the Lady Knights. Low. Martin nailing that one through, bringing Letran now at set point.
She was waiting for that, Daphne. Grabe, yung approach pa lang ni Martin, kahit galing siya sa block, Daphne, no? You can really see yung eagerness on that attack.
Martin with the hammer kill. Set point na po, 24-16. Benitez.
Great
Sila
set
naman.
there. Yep. Great set there by Benitez.
Pero mukhang may net touch. Kung di ako nagkakamali na nangyari para dito sa side ng UB Lady Brahmans. And yup, and that's the reason why Letran Lady Knights securing set number 2 as well.
Although, that could have been a chance for Letran.
25-16 naman po by 2 sets. Itong Letran Lady Knights.
With each new decade, a fun new size. Still serving smiles on every face. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Only projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier? Yummier! Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Think only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Up by 2 sets are the Letran Lady Knights so far. Itong UB Lady Brahmans, mas nabasa na sila nitong Letran at fortunately, mas naging slower na nga itong side ng UB Lady Brahmans but still, they were able to cut down that 9-point lead earlier down to 3 midway for the Lady Brahmans. Meanwhile, itong Letran naman, nakita din natin na mas naging maganda na rin yung kanilang reception.
And it was actually the collective effort of Colendra and Martin, securing a point in every opportunity that they could attack, and Estelier, maximizing their hot hands here in set number 2. But unfortunately, for the Lady Brahmans, they're struggling in terms of their defense and especially in the net, and that's something na tinuk advantage ng Letran Lady Knights, especially Martin, just powering through every attack.
25-16 nga ang ating naging set number 2 score. And this could also mean the last chance for UB Lady Brahmans to be able to secure a set against Letran Lady Knights. Again, for both of our teams, they're really eyeing to end their SSL National Invitationals on a high note. Parehong teams po so far, hinahanap nila yung kanilang unang panalo dito. Colendra also trying to vary her attacks in today's ball game. As we see Giselle Benitez, it's Lorio ejected in during the set number 2. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Set number 3 underway. Still Daphne Cristobal here with Rhea Agas. Courtside stories we'll be hearing later on coming from Diana Igual.
Now the Lady Brahmans will have to climb an uphill battle from here on now that the Letran Lady Knights is up at 2 sets. But I think what I noticed the University of Batangas, Daphne, is that parang there's no mountain too high na they can't climb, no? Nakita natin yun sa previous games nila despite the fact going up against the NCAA champions in the Lady Blazers and of course the FEU Lady Tamaraws from the UAAP.
And knowing itong Lady Brahmans, they are really fearless and they
Yes.
are not new to this kind of tournaments. Kaya panigurado, they're gonna put up a good fight in today's ball game kontra Letran. Ito naman mabawi. Itong si Joraline Panangin.
And talking about fight here, it's nice to see Jonalyn Panangin making her presence or contributing points of her own.
Hindi lang malakas pumalo, magaling pa kumanta. Ito si Joraline Panangin.
Actually, a lot of players from Letran.
Oh, kahit si Nat,
Yeah.
no? Kalimutan ko kasi mga kinanta nila kahapon.
Well, narinig natin sila kagabi, no? Because we actually had Shakey's,
Parang fellowship party. Yep.
Shakey's hosted a barbecue night for the athletes and the coaches, the community, and
Teams, players.
may narinig nga tayong mga athletes and most of them actually came from Letran and na nga, madaming hidden talents pala tong girls other than playing volleyball.
Diba? Katulad na lang yan. Parang gustong-gusto. Itong si Joraline Panang na pinag-uusapan natin siya. Baka mamaya may ano pa yan, part 2.
Yes.
Baka may karaoke session yan, no? Siguro medyo nang hinayang lang sila kasi walang score. Di ba pag karaoke usually may mga score?
Walang
0,
score.
1, 2. Okay.
Well, on that setup kasi last night, Daphne, for everyone's context, open mic kasi yung nagawa doon. So, wala nga lang score. I think natatranslate naman dito sa game nila sa itong Letran. Kung gaano sila kagaling kumanta, I think ganun din sila. Or rather, kung gaano sila galing maglaro, ganun din ata sila galing kumanta.
I think let's also show our gratitude. Huge shout out sa ating commissioner, Commissioner Mike, for really allowing all of these athletes, his players, and even us from the production team, the commentators. Lahat talaga, we came as one last night to enjoy our final leg. Also in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Shakey's.
Yes. And well, we keep on mentioning na the primary purpose of these season's national invitationals is to bring the UAAP and NCAA schools together or closer to the provinces. Other than that, other than bringing the game closer to the province, is yung community din na na-develop sa volleyball, yung sisterhood ng athletes, and of course, yung mga connections din natin for the love of the game.
Pero ito din yung first time na nagkaroon talaga tayo ng mga visits all the way from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Sabi mo nga, really this year 18 NCAA teams trying to be closer to the province, to the schools in the province. Kaya naman kung ikaw din yung nasa probinsya, no, mas lalong lalaki yung pangarap mo. Not to really settle for what you have right now, but to have higher ambitions. So hopefully ako din, andito na the next few years and the next few months. And yun din yung opportunities actually for bigger teams or schools to, you know, sort of scout potential players na pwedeng ma-adapt sa lineup nila.
And for University of Batangas, our host in this Luzon leg, we can see hindi lang yung mga students yung andito to see the ball game. You can also see a lot of Batangueños are actually really here. So hindi lang mga athletes yung bumupunta dito, but also people from Batangas as well.
And that play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart Our Way, Our Rules. Download the app now. Oh, yung mga Batangueños, grabe din sumuporta dito. And again, we'd like to take this opportunity to invite all of the Batangueños. Still, you have some chance para po supportahan ang Shakey Super League National Invitationals. Last and final stop po natin dito for our Batangas City leg as we see a rejection at the net.
That's a well-timed block by the Letran Lady Knights. Already out of system for Kylie Makatangay, but Letran prevailed on that last sequence.
5-point lead para sa Letran Lady Knights. Off a good start. Itong side ng Letran Lady Knights. They're up here by 5 points, 8-3. Make this a 6-point lead after that service ace.
A timely ace there for the Letran Lady Knights.
This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. One hand save. Martin from the left pin. Tumayaw, jump sets, babalik kay Martin.
Napagigil yung blocker of University of Batangas after that Martin attack forces a net violation. That's a free point for the Lady Knights.
7-point lead on the side of Letran Lady Knights as we say hi to Zeke. And let's also greet him and advance happy birthday. He's currently there on the sidelines. Not sure. Sorry, a bit confused though. Kung, just really one of those guys doing the content for PusoP.com and Smart Sports. Sa kabila naman, at ito, Colendra.
Yep. All smiles for Colendra after that attack. She knew medyo alanganin yung set and medyo napailalim siya doon. But she really found a way na just to score, to get that ball over. And fortunately, nakuha naman niya yung point.
Mind you, itong side ng Letran Lady Knights, back-to-back finals appearance po yan in the NCAA, both in Season 99 and Season 100. Pinapako naman nitong si Maluto. So far, she has been actually helping itong side ng Letran Lady Knights. Not really the fanciest middle blocker, but every time nabibigyan siya, whether it was Estrella earlier o itong si Tumayaw, making sure na hindi niya sasayangin yung tiwala ng mga setters niya.
Unfortunate error there for Colendra. I think she was trying to go for that short serve, Daphne. Unfortunately, hindi lang niya nakuha ang saktong tempo on that serve.
5 serving 12, 7-point lead. Biggest was at 9 earlier. Colendra, another kill.
I like na binigay agad sa kanya yung set after that error in the serve. It's actually a way na para makabawi yung player. And despite the fact na she's also at the back row, naging option pa rin siya para sa attack.
Si Marga Kiray also playing here in set number 3. Nabibigyan kaya siya? Nope, makatangay with that chop. Great pickup. So unfortunately, there will be a net touch kontra Kiray.
That set was too close to the net for Marga Kiray. Kaya net violation on her end. in trying to get that ball over to Letran.
And right now, literally on a roll itong Letran Lady Knights, 14-5. Coach Day forcing to call some time, but he is just seated here. He's allowing itong mga players niya to talk things over on their end. Again, itong mga players na to got recruited, also had some tryouts during the summer. So really fresh faces on the side of University of Batangas, Lady Brahmans, their past players got recruited with other teams as well. Some of them playing in other schools here in Batangas, here in Calabar Zone. Yung iba naman, nasa Maynila na rin. Kaya parang nagiging na rin scouting na team or school itong University of Batangas.
So, which is also a testament to the program of the University of Batangas.
Masaya dito, dami nilang sinasaliang tournament Kaya kung atleta ka at meron ka rin pagpapahalaga talaga sa pag-aaral mo, you really go and study here in University of Batangas. Kylie Makatangay.
It's a better execution there for Kylie Makatangay. Also a faster set for her. Nung mga ganong tempo, Daphne, no, yung nakukuha talaga ni Kylie Makatangay ang perfect set for her.
That play was brought to you by Kick, powered by Smart. Our way, our rules. Download the app now.
Oh,
another point will be delivered here. Back-to-back points for Kylie Makatangay earlier from that attack point and now from the service area.
I like the aura of Kylie Makatangay, Daphne, no? Kahit na they're below or they're naghahabol sila sa points, pero lagi pa rin siyang nakangiti, no? Tapos every time she scores a point, she really tries to celebrate it with her teammates. So it's really nice to have someone as a player na ganyan yung aura, ganyan yung energy inside the court. And of course, it's back-to-back points for this girl. See, kahit na 8 points sila, 8 to 14 yung point, lagi pa rin siyang nakangiti.
Right after that timeout, Kylie Makatangay stepping up big time for University of Batangas. 3 straight points all alone from Kylie Makatangay. 4 consecutive points. Kylie Makatangay, literally the heart of University of Batangas.
4 points for this girl. 1 out of an attack and 3 from service.
She has been targeting as well. Martin
Yep.
has been struggling in getting that first ball.
Great serve.
Mayaw. Defense coming from Kylie at the back. Drise with that off speed to Maya with a 1-2 play. Read well by the defense of the ladies in brown. Almost a miscommunication opportunity here for UB.
Great option there for Kirai to go for that cross court. Also Saldo, changing things up na instead na bigay niya dun sa open, binigay niya the last minute to Kirai.
5-0 run. Still no answer itong Letran Lady Knights. Tumaya with that one-hand setup.
Smart move.
Drise. No go. They go to the left pin. Kylie does it all in terms of the floor defense. Pero dahil lang dun sa miscommunication na yun, ito na finally stopping the bleeding.
And that could have been a chance ball for University of Batangas after that ball deflection coming from the double block. But that pass was too close to the net for Saldo to establish an offense sa rally na yon. But finally, a good sign for the Knights, Daphne, to stop the bleeding.
They go to the left pin with the help of the net. That would work for Riza Drise.
Riza Drise just maximizing the loose block of Letran, that open space down the line.
Now just a 4-point game here, Rhea. Eleven serving 15. Still up by 4. Etong Letran. Combination play. Picked up by Saldo. Riza again, but this time that was way too low.
Yep, that set was too low for Riza Drize, although she was targeting that deep cross.
Second technical timeout, 16-11.
Only projects, plans, play, game! With Smart Only 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier? Yummier! Hindi aabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
Lamang po ng 5 puntos itong side ng Letran Lady Knights, 16-11. But, 5 consecutive points ang ipinakita po itong University of Batangas Lady Brahmans, showing how relentless they could be here in set number 3.
Now that we're at the tail end of this set, it's important for the Lady Brahmans to get a groove of their system, because the Letran Lady Knights here up by 4.
Serving 16. Speaking of 16, number 16, that was Marga Kiray. Again, she was part of the FEU, Lady Damarao's Team B, but opted to come back here in Batangas.
It's a timely ace for that girl. They needed that point to boost their confidence as well, to get that rhythm and momentum.
Umayaw, jump sets, choosing Colendra.
That's smart move for Colendra to just power through the block of University of Batangas. Na late na siya sa ball contact doon, pero nagawan pa rin niya ng paraan para kunin yung set. It's a costly error there for Letran.
So that was Joraline Panangin sending it straight to the net, making this just a 3-point game. Ang dami pang pwede mangyari dito sa ating set number 3.
Well, I like that you mentioned na madami pang mangyari, Daphne, because you really can't tell, with a 3-point lead only.
Jump set goes to Martin. Reverse setup naman. Look at that power coming from Colendra.
Colendra just, again, using that cross court as her target in every attack that she has given, or every set that she has given. Also, that was a good set, to just go for that reverse. Hindi nakahabol yung blockers ng UB.
4-point game here on this ball game. Letran really eyeing to wrap this here in 3 straight sets against University of Batangas, as this time, this will be a solid block.
2 back-to-back points now for Colendra. She's on a roll here in set number 2. She really saw that coming, that Kylie makatangay attack, and she was at the right time and at the right place for that block. Chance ball.
Tumayaw. Grabe yung setup na yun. That was so close to the net, and with that, medyo naging risky.
And that set was too close to the net, like you mentioned, and a little short for Maluto. So wala nga siyang ibang option to just tip that ball over. Unfortunately, nakuha niya yung net on that attempt.
Pero ito naman, some errors though. Medyo yun yung nagsuslow down din sa side ng University of Batangas. Although kanina nakakakuha sila ng mga puntos from the service area. Pero ngayon medyo ironic dahil doon din sila nagkakaroon ng errors this time.
And now that Letran will only need 5 points. They can't afford to commit the same mistakes over and over again.
Kylie Makatangay remains alive for UB.
It's a great setup job for Kylie Makatangay, again targeting that deep cross.
I like how she is also taking advantage of their setters. Talking about itong si Denise Saldo. Kahit kanina, itong si Giselle Benitez. 1-2 play to Maya. Just the perfect timing to conduct that one.
Yep. Though, medyo alanganin na rin yung pasa Daphne. So, kinuha niya that set or that pass to a 1-2 play, which on the side of UB, no one anticipated.
4 points away itong Letran Lady Knights to end their season here in the SSL National Invitationals on a high note. Kylie Makatangay.
Oh, still alive.
Playable pa rin po ito.
Great
Saldo to Makatangay.
It's a great set coming from Saldo to just maximize the presence of Kylie Makatangay. And also the blockers of Letran a little late and far off the net for that attack.
Just 4 points ang kinakailangan dito ng University of Batangas. At kanina, nung huling beses na andyan, etong si Kylie Makatangay, she was able to help the Lady Browns to convert 5 straight points to cut down the lead by just 3 points. At ngayon, nandito na naman siya.
Yes.
At mukhang magiging problema na naman ito para sa Letran.
And in that last rally, Daphne, galing nagpuntos si Kylie from an offense and nasa service siya. So let's see.
Again, I told you, Rhea. Kylie Makatangay with her specific target, Giselle Martin.
That's true. And the same way in the previous rally kanina, Daphne, Kylie Makatangay went from a single point coming off an attack to 3 consecutive points in the service area. So that's 1 ace for her. Let's see. Parang binati natin.
Sabi siguro, masyado niyo akong ina-highlight at Chare. Yeah. Medyo napagod na ata. But you would still not discredit her efforts, especially kanina, no? Imagine, after that timeout by Coach J, di na siya nagsasalita. Nakaupo na lang siya. Really helped a lot on the side of UB Brahmans. Again, Kylie Makatangay, one of the veterans, the seniors here for the Lady Brahmans. 4-point lead po para sa Letran Lady Knights. And right now, make that 5-point lead on their end, 23-18. After some contributions we are seeing from the middle.
That's a great play off the middle for the Letran Lady Knights. That's Silorio.
23-18, Coach J forced to call his final timeout dito sa side ng University of Batangas Lady Brahmans. 5 points ang kinakailangan nila dito, Rhea.
And like we talked about, Daphne, in our previous coverage, si Coach J lagi niyang hina-highlight na it's really not about winning or losing, but rather it's gaining that experience, that exposure. But of course, other than that, Daphne, we noticed na kahit yun yung goal, isa sa mga goals ni Coach J, still, the UB Lady Brahmans, they're doing a good job in performing and making it hard for their opponents to play their real game.
But imagine the future of this lineup, knowing na halos lahat pa sila rookies in the collegiate rankings. Really long way to go for this team. Tingnan mo naman, perfect time for call.
That's exactly how you would respond to a timeout. And Riza Drise again, just maximizing that loose block for Letran. So far, Letran, hindi pa sila nakaka-adjust sa blocks nila. So let's see, as they will only need 2 points to secure this match.
Saldo, yesterday's first playmaker, delivering a massive lead over receive. Tumayaw, tinawid na lang ang bola dito, Chansa.
Smart move for Riza Drize to go for that off-speed. It is as if na walang pressure on the side of UB, Daphne. They're really playing good volleyball here in set number 3. And they're just, taking advantage of that chance ball na nabibigay sa kanila. But, of course, they can't afford, to commit errors after errors.
Ay gusto talagang patunayan dito University of Batangas. Pero ito, Joralyn Panangin though, answering back after that mini run created by the Lady Brahmans to Mayo. Going straight to Joralyn Panangin now at match point.
Joralyn Panangin continues to be a silent but deadly killer here for San Juan de Letran.
Tumayaw, jump sets. One hand save, keeping things alive here for the Lady Brahmans. First ball present for Letran, reverse setup, off speed, Colendra, wrapping things up.
Smart move for Colendra to end things here in set number 3. That same trend and same approach of Colendra. Kanina pa siya, lagi niyang tinatarget yung off-speed, lagi niya ginagamit for off-speed. And what a way for her to end this match using that same technique.
Huge congratulations for Letran Lady Knights, bagging their first victory here in the SSL National Invitationals, but also all thanks and congratulations for University of Batangas Lady Brahmans, not just for hosting our Batangas Leg, but also showcasing how promising their team could be. Huge shout out once again to Sir Peps, of course, for always supporting itong mga sports dito sa University of Batangas, allowing all of their sports teams to have enough exposure and experience para pagdating doon sa mga mother leagues nila in UCL, pati na rin sa NCAA South, handang-handa na ang kanilang koponan.
Of course, for the Letran Lady Knights, this is a confidence-boosting win for them after that very frustrating loss against their familiar foe in CSP.
Final scores po natin 25-22, 25-16, and 25-20. Panalo po itong Letran Lady Knights.
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on, we still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
Unli projects, plans, play, games! With Smart Unli 5G, valid for 3 days. Tuloy, tuloy, tuloy. Simply reliable. For only 85 pesos. With Smart, load now.
Shakey's Creamy Spinach Pizza. Creamier.
Creamier? Yummier!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry, the Unli with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus Unli Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Twenty-five, 22, 25-16, and 25-20. A sweet straight victory para po sa College of Letran dito. 3 straight sets. Tinapos po nila kontra University of Batangas Lady Brahmans. And this MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
Of course, our MVP of the match, hailing from Colegio de San Juan de Letran, is this girl, Lizelle Martin, who started off strong, started off the bench, and really carried that, embraced that responsibility given to her by Coach Alexi. Talagang kinuha niya yung opportunity, no, and gave quality minutes for the Letran Lady Knights.
And right now, for our MVP of the match, kasama na nga ang ating courtside reporter, Diana Igual. Again, later on, makikilala po natin ang ating MVP of the match. At nakita din natin, no, it wasn't just a single player who really allowed Letran Lady Knights to be able to secure itong panalong to. She also got some help, talking about itong si Lizelle Martin for Letran. Siyempre, nandun si Colendra.
Yep.
Actually, a starter today's game, kahit nakahapon. Usually sila Judel nito nakita natin kahapon.
So, what's really nice about Colendra and Martin is that they really stood up in the absence of Gia Makilang and Judel Niatura. You know, they embraced that responsibility given to them by Coach Alexi. And for our MVP of the match, si Martin, talagang nag-step up talaga siya big time. Every opportunity na ibibigay sa kanya, she's really trying to score a point.
Parang naging all-around itong si Lizelle Martin. Also, she was able to chip in some service aces kanina. Pati yung floor defense nandoon din. And right now, she is with our courtside reporter, Diana Igual.
So yan, of course, congratulations for getting a win and for getting a win in your run dito sa ating Batangas City leg. And balikan muna natin yung naging laro nyo kanina. It's been kind of like a catch-up game with the University of Batangas. But how do you think we're able to still push or pull through the game with a win?
So, as of now po, hindi pa rin kami solid. Pero more pinairal po namin yung pag-enjoy. Tapos, ayun nga po, mag-connect as a team.
Alright, so it's been a 3-day, it's been a long tournament for you guys. So, gusto ko lang matatanong, how was your experience so far dito sa ating Batangas City leg?
Yung experience po namin siguro up and down talaga. Tapos, more to catch up po. Tapos, ayun nga po, sabi naman, kaya kami nandito is to gain more experience para dun sa mas prepare po namin.
Okay, so yan, kung may gusto kang batian, friends, family, supporters, this is the time.
Hi po sa family ko po, sa Martin, sa mga maglalang po, sa SJA family, tapos sa classmates ko po, sa teammates ko po, tapos yung mga friends ko po sa Cavite, tsaka po sa Bicol. Yung mga teammates ko po sa dorm, bye!
Alright, so yan, once again, congratulations to you and the whole Letran team. That's it for our MVP of the match. Daphne and Rhea, balik sa inyo.
Thank you so much, Diana. And once again, congratulations para po sa ating MVP of the match, Lizelle Martin, helping Letran to bag win number 1 dito sa ating tournament. Now, let's check out our Smart Power Up plays brought to you by Smart's only 5G. Stay connected for only 85 pesos for 3 days. Load now through the Smart app.
You know, in set number 1, Daphne, it's actually the Lady Brahmans that dominated the defense here. We talked about how they were able to adjust in the floor defense to contain the offense of Letran Lady Knights. Nakuha nilang basahin si Kylie Makatangay, even Colendra and Martin. Unfortunately for the UB, they couldn't establish a better net defense to perhaps contain again the attacks of the Letran at the net. And in set number 2, nung bumawi agad ang Letran, nakakuha silang ng momentum in the latter part of set number 1. Agad nilang dinala ito sa set number 2, which really they started off strong and continued that momentum here with Estralier just orchestrating the offense of Letran and making sure that all of her attackers are being there in the scoring board.
Pagdating natin dito sa ating set number 3, parang the usual beginning para sa side ng UB Lady Brahmans, pero nung kalagitnaan, 5 straight points courtesy of those Kylie Makatangay services. She has been targeting Lizelle Martin, pero ang maganda dito, no, buhay pa rin sila dito after that timeout by Coach Jay, pero syempre, that distribution by Tumayo, having the liberty to activate her spikers, some contributions we felt coming from, of course, Colendra, Martin, naramdaman natin yan, as well as Jorlyn Manangin. Pero at the end, sila ang nagwagi in 3 straight sets. Kaya naman, ito po ang side ng Letran Lady Knights bagging their first victory, ending this season on a high note. Now, time to check itong ating final stats.
In this match, it's a much needed win for Letran Lady Knights, but we can see the disparity of attacks here. 47 for Letran, only 30 for UB, but also etong UB, hindi sila nakakuha nga ng points in the blocking department. Ito yung naging problema nila in set number 1. While the Letran Lady Knights, they capitalized on their aces and blocks in this match, while also contributing more errors on the side of University of Batangas. Pero nabawi naman na nga nila sa kanilang atake.
Pero ito, coming up next, this is the highly anticipated matchup. Later on, matutuklasan po natin the showdown of the CSB Lady Blazers kontra FEU Lady Tamarals.
Thank you so much to the University of Batangas Pep Squad.
lowest ever competition. With passion and drive, we are able to touch every obstacle thrown at us.
Hit or miss is part of the play, but we never miss any opportunity.
The opportunity to move forward.
Our sportsmanship naturally runs through our veins.
We value and respect each other, no matter what field we are on.
Because at the end of the day, we play to reach a common goal.
The goal to be the best that we can be. Here at the University of Batangas,
We believe in teamwork, passion,
Discipline.
respect,
we train hard
to hit the mark.
and reach our aims. You become what you believe, and every goal you will achieve. Welcome to the team, Come on!